Hey, it's Abstract Lion, and what you're watching here is a 5 times sped up video of me working on artwork for my latest game project, Beast Among Men. So this game is essentially a point and click adventure that I am improvising. So there's no set in stone storyline. I'm constantly going back and refining things and redesigning the plot as I go along. So here I am working on the gun store where you can buy various firearms and ammunition. You could come here whenever you need to in the game. With this project, I am aiming for a open world experience. So I want the player to be able to go wherever they want to and have an opportunity to see all of the artwork that the game has to offer. I am developing it in GameMaker 8.0, which is, gosh, that's gotta be like 17, maybe 16 years ago that software came out, but it's doing the job and it's doing what it needs to, for me anyway. Anyway, I just wanted to prove that I am actually doing artwork for this game and I'm not some kind of machine or AI, because you have to kind of do that now in 2026, which is unfortunate, but this is my process. GameMaker's sprite editor is a lot like MS Paint in a way, except that you get transparency, you get a bunch of other features that I don't really use, but I mean, basically what I'm doing here is something you could do in MS Paint. So this is the part where I actually start designing the weapons that the player can purchase whenever they visit this shop. So it appears that this is some kind of semi-automatic rifle with a foregrip, and I believe I end up changing that into some kind of pistol, because I just felt like it took up too much space. Yep, you see the slide. Yep, and now it's a pistol. Now I'm adding stippling, and that's good to go. So that's the first weapon right there, and that's all set up. And up here I'm experimenting with lighting and color and just seeing what I can do with that. Every screen that I've worked on for this game so far, I've put a lot of consideration into the story of that screen. So basically, if the screen's not telling a story, then the game isn't properly portraying itself. I really want to create a very detailed and sort of personal atmosphere that makes it feel like it's alive. So each screen is even animated to some extent, like little subtle changes in shadows and lighting as things move, and just really make it breathe and make it not feel so still. This is the part where I start getting a little frustrated because I was a little confused by the perspective I was working with here. It almost felt like there was a little bit of inconsistency with the vertical axis. So you can see I'm struggling with this revolver here. I'm like, how do I make that cylinder really pop without making it look goofy. And I think I just end up scrapping. Yep. And that ended up turning into some kind of automatic pistol, semi-automatic. Some kind of box here. 5.56. I don't think I like the text on that. So this portion of the video was filmed the following day, and this is where I start really just trying to grind out all the guns and try to get into the coloring portion. Alright, this is my favorite part. This is where I start coloring things and using color to add dimension and depth where it's lacking. The palette that I designed there, that's in between the counter, is inspired by the DOS CGA 4 palette and a little bit of those PC98 kind of games with the vaporwave accents. There's a few screens in this game where I did this method that was inspired by the old Cartoon Network show like Chowder, where the textures are embedded into certain positions or graphics. So that's what I'm doing here for the carpet, and what I'm going to do is basically take this pattern that I created and take the original piece and just overlay that over the pattern. See? Snug fit. This is just about the end of the process here, where I'm pondering whether or not I should add reflections to the counter, and I think I just end up going with little dither patterns that kind of represent some kind of gloss.